Hey, it's JT here. This video is about how relapse really works, how it happens. Took me a few years in the program and through the rehabs that I was in and through my own experience to learn that relapse does not start with the use of the substance, it ends with the use. And by that I mean you start to think differently before you use. When I would relapse, I used to be a chronic relapser, and I didn't even notice then that there were days where I was somewhat clear and sober in my head, and things would start to kick around. Your thoughts and your behavior changes, your moods change, your interest levels go down or up in various things, and you may start to plan or you romanticize about the use, and a lot of times it doesn't happen consciously, which is so dangerous about it. Um, for me, it caught me off guard every time, and when I was finally relapsing, I was looking back and saying, "Oh, this happened, that happened. Why didn't I see it? Because it was so not like my normal frame of mind." It might take a few screw-ups here and there. Relapse is not required. That's not what I'm saying. And it's not desired from anyone in the circle. But if you happen to relapse, it's not the end of the world. You might get hatred and judgment from those who love you that are trying to support you. It's difficult. I've been dealt with in various ways by family members when I had a relapse. Words were spewed, hate. It was always negative, but relapse is not the end of the world. It can be a learning experience for everyone involved if you're willing to look at it that way. Like I said, relapse ends with the use. It starts with the thoughts and the mentalities and using behavior. You kind of revert back to your old state of mind. You might obsess about the drug or the drink. It's all in the head, you know. For me, a lot of times I remembered using, I would go to AA meetings and just focus on their story of use and romanticize and kind of fantasize about what it used to be like. And I wouldn't focus on their sober lives, their strength and hope for living clean and sober. I usually kicked my own ass by romanticizing about the drink. And I convinced myself that it wasn't the end of the world if I drank again. I might not drink as much as I used to. You always do. You always use and drink. It's amazing how much your mind can tell you to pick up once you're in the situation, even though you know you're going to be screwed afterwards. Um, every relapse shocked me at the amount that I put into my body when I said, I'll just drink this much in an hour, blah, blah, blah. Normal people don't think, oh, I'll just drink this many shots in this hour. But that's how we think. We try to control it, and once you cross that line, you don't control it. It takes a hold of you, has all the control, and you're just there for the ride if you choose to give into it. So discover if you happen to relapse, and it's not required, like I said, but if you happen to do it, learn from that, and don't feel, try to learn from the guilt and get over it as best you can and start the next day doing the right thing, and really notice how your thoughts change, how your behaviors change, and you'll be able to deal that much easier. Be healthy. Thanks.